What if I told you I learned how to skate in just one day? Would you believe me? No, you wouldn't, speaking honestly. However, but if I told you I learned both ice skating and box skating beforehand, you might believe me. This is the same as someone saying they learned how to ride a bike before they learned how to walk. Well, today I want to dive deeper on my knowledge of inline skating and inform you on some skates you may have never heard of. To do this, I will cover three main areas: the past and present use of inline skating, some basic categories, and some interesting types from these categories. Now that you're aware of the overview, let's begin on discussing the past and present reasons why we use inline skates. In the past, we just basically wanted to solve the problem of which ice skaters wanted to be able to do tricks and turns, but not on ice. So I did find that John Joseph Merlin in the 1760s was the very first person to create the roller skate and solve this problem for many people. Now they had a type of roller skate they can use during the summer months. When the roller skate came out, the author of Inline Skating Let's Get Aggressive, Miss Laura Kemker, she told us that what is extreme to you might not be extreme to the next person, and what is extreme to that person might be tame to you. This related to people buying skates, and those people who bought skates were extreme. Nowadays, we're no longer extreme. We can safely say that we no longer see roller skates the same way as we did when Merlin created them in the early 1760s. Nowadays, we compete with our skates because just owning a pair isn't enough, and it doesn't make us extreme anymore. You also have to be able to do tricks, but don't worry, that's not the only reason why people use inline skates these days. It is so diverse. People use it for exercise, passion, and sports. Some of those sports being derby and hockey. To further continue this, some basic categories I found are going to be separated by group and age and purpose. Those categories are recreational, urban, sport, outdoor, indoor, and cross country, according to rollerskatenation.com. The most expensive is going to be upwards of $2,000, and the more costly, effective, are going to be around $30 to $50. Finally, going on to my favorite part is discussing with you all the interesting types of skates I found on the internet. Since we've introduced inline skates, there's been many styles, types, categories added. So when you go out and buy a pair of skates for yourself or someone else, please consider the whole of skating, such as your comfort style and purpose. Doing this is going to create your ultimate skating experience for anyone of any age. Here are now the 10 weirdest skate types of today. We have adjustable, side winding, custom shoes, portable, electric, angled, outdoor, sport, cross country, retracting. Hi, it's me again. So you just seen all of the 10 in picture form of the ones I just talked about. I do want to conclude this with what I've elaborated on so far. We went from the past and present to the categories and types to the interesting types. Again, my personal favorite. This all started with Hans Berkner, who was just a rumor on being the first person to be credited for the roller skate. Then we discovered that it was actually John Joseph Merlin. And that was just a roller skate. That wasn't even an inline skate. But it did give us a great idea on the history. So with all of that, I do hope that I caught your interest, or at least some attention, and that you'll consider this when you go and buy a pair of skates for you or for a loved one.